Welcome to another unit in this Excel course. In this unit, I'm going to talk about how we can assign, change, and use names for specific cells. Well, why should I do something like this at all? Well, basically the idea is to make my life a bit easier. So, for example, if I want to calculate profits, for profits, I need to have, well, first off, my revenues, and second, my costs. Then I basically go revenues minus costs. So imagine the two values are given here in these two cells, and I wanted to calculate the profit. I would at this moment go C2 minus C3. Okay, this will work nicely. For example, as we see here, this works perfectly as we expect this. However, always recalling, was this in C2, was this in C3? This could be relatively tedious. So if you have something which is always representing the same, so if this cell is always representing revenues, well, why not call this revenues? This is something we can do here in this field next to the function line. So where here it's displayed C2, we can go into this name box and just write revenues. So if I press enter, now this cell has the name revenues. So I can go back, and whenever I get back here, it's called revenues. Can do the same thing for the C2. Could call this costs. So now I have two cells, revenues and costs. The nice thing in this context, I can still, and I see this here in this profit function, refer to them as with C2 and C3. However, I can also refer to them as revenues. Here we see, once I start typing, he automatically shows me with this tag all the available name tags for cells. And well, once I have concluded writing that down, he also highlights the corresponding cell. So well, back to my profit, it's revenues minus, then if I start with C, O, S, and then I see here, it's costs. So I can just continue with costs. Well, takes this cell minus this cell, gives me the profit. So it doesn't matter now whether I refer to them as I'm used to, with the cell decorations, or with their new names of revenues minus costs. Well, this is relatively nice, but what if I were to introduce a new sheet? And now I'm going to start and write down here revenues minus costs. We see at this point it still works. So once I've assigned them, what automatically happens is they are valid for the whole workbook. If I want to avoid something like this, I have to go a bit deeper, and for this I'm going to use the naming or name editor, and I can reach this. For example, if I do a right click, go down here to my define name dialog. Here I could, for example, set a new name for a specific cell. I directly can add a comment, what this actually displays, and I can here show for which this actually works. So in which areas of my workbook this is actually a valid tag. So I could say this, for example, works only in worksheet 1. Then I could not refer to this from the other worksheet. Another interesting thing is, well, imagine I have a matrix. It's basically here, this area. Let's mark this in orange. If I want to refer to this whole matrix, could also go define name. Click down here, refers to. So already this whole area. And I give it a name, like matrix. If I do it like this, all the cells are as they are, But once I want to refer to this whole construct, I can refer to this as matrix. So for example, if I go sum, I can enter here like matrix, and you would add up all the entries in this matrix. So not only can I refer to single cells, but I can also refer to a range of cells. Well, this is nice and all, but what if I want to actually change something? Well, if I want to, for example, change here the revenues, I could click up here, click enter. Doesn't work. So it's actually a problem doing this by hand via the either naming box up here, or even via the naming dialog, which I open at this point, because he also does not display whatever I've named, designated before. So whenever I want to change something like this, what I have to do instead is to go up into my menu. And in my menu, I could either go with clear formats. Well, that's not really helpful in this case because this would just erase everything. If I just want to change something, that's my basic idea at this point, I can go to, should be here, yeah, at formulas, to the name manager. And in the name manager, I see all the assignments I did. So I have revenues, I have costs, so cost revenues. I have their actual values at the moment. I have their scope and what this refers to. And if I want to change this, I just select one of those things, go to edit, and here in this dialog, which is again the define name part, I can actually change this. So it's not possible via the name box to change something. It's only possible via the name manager. Okay, so at this point we know how we can actually refer to specific cells by name, by assigning them names, how we can do this for whole ranges, and how we can use this in formulas, how we can actually define the scope of where this is valid and where not. And, well, the final one, how we can erase or change assigned names. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about in this session. And if you want to see additional topics with regards to Excel, feel free to visit the rest of the course or have a look at the corresponding playlist. I say goodbye and see you next time.